So, folks, Mark here again, cooking books and bringing info. This video is just really kind of to motivate, right? This is just like an inspirational story that I'm going to share. So, according to Greek mythology, right, there's a now the story, the details are a little sketchy. I read about this in high school in my philosophical class years ago. Not high school, college, in my philosophical class, like years ago. But the story just came to me. It's very inspiring. There's a Greek, it's according to Greek mythology, or uh, there's a what Antaeus was his name, and he was considered a Greek giant, right? He was a giant. When they say giant, they mean he was very big, muscular. And the story goes that every time someone would walk past his village or his town, he would challenge them to a fight. He would always challenge them to a wrestling match, and he would always win, right? So he was known for his strength. He was extremely strong. Legend has it again that he wrestled. Finally, he fought with Hercules. Hercules knew the secret to his strength. His strength, the moral of the story is that his strength was in the fact that he would stand on the ground. So every time he stand on the ground or he fell to the ground, he would just grow stronger. So every time you knocked him down, when he would wrestle everyone that comes by the town, and people they threw him to the floor, he would grow stronger. So Hercules figured it out the secret. So the secret to beating him was lift him off the ground. So Hercules, again, according to the myth, Hercules lifted him off the ground and squeezed him and killed him, destroyed him. And that's how the story goes. And so the moral of it though was that his strength lied in him. Antaeus, that's his name, Antaeus. You can look the stuff up, read it yourself. I'm probably not doing a really good job at narrating his legend because I read this years ago. I don't even remember if I'm saying, yeah, it's the moral is correct, but I read it years ago. And the point was though, every time he fell to the ground, he would grow stronger. And the moral of that is that Mother Earth was always there to strengthen him. There's so much meaning that you can draw from this. That the earth has nutrients for us. The earth has minerals for us. The earth is our mother. It's the mother to us all. And when we fall down to the ground, to the Mother Earth, she's there to comfort us, nurture us, and give us strength to continue to go on. So Antaeus, whenever he fell to the ground, he would grow stronger. And again, Heracles figured that out, lifted him off the ground. He lost his strength and therefore was defeated. So the point I'm making is this, folks, when you get knocked down in life and you fall to the ground, understand the earth is there to strengthen you. Also, when you become too successful or when you become extremely successful, never lift yourself up off the ground. Stay grounded. That's another moral to be extracted from the story. Stay grounded. When Heracles lifted him off the ground, you could say that that's analogous to him becoming haughty or high-minded, or someone becoming arrogant, or someone becoming, puffed up in their ego and their own self-conceit and self-esteem becomes so elevated that their pride balloons out of control, and then comes their destruction. Proverbs says, "Before destruction comes pride." So sometimes we can become so, you know, uh, pompous and fluffed up with our pride and our arrogance because we have achieved certain things in life and we lift ourselves, we're no longer grounded. And according to the story, Antaeus, when he wasn't grounded, he lost his strength. So that's another moral. Stay grounded, folks. No matter how far you make it in life, what you attain, what you achieve, always stay grounded. That's another moral. And again, like I said, when life knocks you down, it's not if, it's when life knocks you down to the ground and you're all down and out, there's no one around, and it's just you laying there on the ground. Remember, being on the ground is how Antaeus grew in strength. So when you're on the ground, you're knocked down, grow from that. Okay, take the strength from the soil of the earth. The soil of the earth is fertile, and things grow out of the soil. That's another moral. The earth is fertile. things fresh, fruits, trees, oak trees, giant trees, small trees, little trees, medium trees grow out of the earth. So if you fall to the ground, picture yourself being a seed. You just fell on some fertile soil. It's time for you to grow. Hitting rock bottom is an excellent thing because not only is there's nowhere to go from the bottom but to the top, but it's also a solid foundation on which you can rebuild. Rock bottom, the Bible says in Matthew, I believe it's in Matthew, where it says a man builds his house on the sand, the waters come and washes that house away. And the moral of that is, build your house on solid ground. So when you've hit rock bottom, that is a solid foundation from which you can rebuild. So all of these are what I drew out of the story, the Greek mythology of Antaeus. Go research it, go read it. I probably got some of the details wrong. Maybe it was a town instead of a village. Maybe it was a city. Maybe it was a metropolitan. Maybe it was a country. I don't know, but I know that's the moral of the story. I know his name was Antaeus. I know it was Heraclius. Some of it minor minutiae are sketchy, but I hope you guys got the moral of it. So till next time, y'all know what I'm doing. Cooking books and bringing info. Peace.